In today's video, we compare the new Chaos Space Marine Start Collecting set to the old version. Let's take a look. Here we have the two Chaos Space Marines Start Collecting set, the old one comparing to the new one. The new one is about $10 more expensive, but that price point seems to be on par with all of the new Start Collectings. They've even gone back to a lot of the old ones, like the Death Watch, for example, and raised that to on par with that price. I think it is just the new price point for the Start Collecting. As of filming this, you still can get both of them, so the question arises, which should I choose? The new one has 16 models, while the old one has 12. So you're wondering, where are these differences? Well, each one comes with a set of 10 Chaos Space Marines. They are different. So we'll of course take a look at them side by side, but that right there might be a reason to actually get both of them, being that they are, different Space Marines. You do have two completely different HQs. We have two different large figures. Where the addition comes in is with this new set, we have two Greater Possessed, and we have two Obliterators. Let's go ahead and flip the backs to the back. Here we go, and of course we can see that where we have the two HQs, where here we have a Terminator Lord and here we have a Master of Possession. We have the two Obliterators, the two extra Greater Possess, and then of course the Chaos Space Marines in each, and then the large figures where we have a Hellbrute or a Venom Crawler. Let's go ahead and crack the two boxes open so we can see what the differences are. There we go. And let's see if we can't dig down here into the bottom so we can try to compare a little bit. Here. There we go. With the new one, we have the much nicer color printed rule sheet, whereas with the old one, you just have your basic rule sheets that would have came if you bought all of these kits individually. So that is one of the bonuses here for the new one. These new book size, full case size, colored instruction manuals are a whole lot better. There's not a whole lot of variance here within the new set. A lot of the other kits that they have, there's so much customization and so much maneuvering that you can do that these color sets come in handy a whole lot, because you have these little, watch out for moments points that doesn't really fall into play a whole lot here. The old set definitely would have benefited from a upgrade like that a little more, because it does have a lot more upgrade options, and a lot more conversion type options than this one does. Additionally, especially with the Space Marine squad, there is no rules there for those guys. With the Hellbrute, this is all you really have. You don't have a whole lot of rules here for it either. So that is an additional benefit that you have the rules. With this, you definitely would need, that codex or something to really fully take advantage of this. One of the advantages that the old kit does have, though, is, and I think mine came with an extra one, so I don't think I'm supposed to have gotten two, but that it does come with a transfer sheet that this one didn't come with. So that transfer sheet is very, very nice. And again, once again, I don't think I was supposed to get two. Usually you only get one. So I wouldn't count on two if you got that. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the different pieces. Let's see, I don't want to confuse my stuff up. There we go. All right, so comparing the HQs with this one, I kind of like him a little better. He looks a little better, but this one is definitely better for kit bashing, for extra bits. There's a whole lot more here, a whole lot more options. And I think that you will find just in general when comparing these two sets that the detail, everything about this one is a little nicer. It is the newer kit, but this one is better when it comes to part counts, when it comes to customizing your armies. This one is definitely the better option, and we can see that right from go when we look at the HQs. Up next we have the Hellcrawler, which takes up 3 sprues, and with the new set, it's only actually, the Venom Crawler is only even half a sprue. So once again, you see a lot more parts here. The potential for upgrades is a lot more here. You can do a lot more things. There's hand options, there's gun options, you can make this in so many more different ways just from what you have here, which gives you a lot more reason where if you were to have gotten 2 or 3 of these, it would be very easy to make multiple versions of them, or for that matter, just to make a 2 or 3 bases and magnetize all the different arms. Then here within the second one, then we have those obliterators right here. It is kind of part of this Venom Crawler. I don't have just the straight up Venom Crawler set, so I don't know if this is normally a grouping that you get, like when you get a Venom Crawler, if you also get these two. I don't know if that's like kind of like a one kit or not. But so that's kind of the difference here, where this is, just that one thing here. We're having 3. Next, we have the actual Space Marines. Once again, you're seeing here, we have just tons of Space Marines. And I believe this, no, it's part of it all. Yeah, I mean here, to do the 10 Space Marines, we have 5 sprue of material right here. You definitely can see a difference here when it comes to the layout. There is by far a lot more space saving within this. But even with that said, there are 12 units in here. Your 10 Space Marines and your 2 Greater Possessed. And all you get is the stuff to make those as fit. Where again, over here, you have plenty of stuff to make all of the 10 guys, lots of different options, lots of different heads, lots of different weapons, lots and lots of options. So once again, here we're seeing that common thread where the older kit is definitely the way that you want to go if you are into kit bashing, if you are into making them yours. But being that they are so different, I definitely could see the value in purchasing and getting both of these. So, which brings me down to, if you can only get one, what are you going to get? Again, it goes down to, do you want the better detail? Do you at that point you kind of have to look at the actual units in here. Do you want like the Venom Crawler? Do you want these extra units? Do you want the ability to customize all your stuff? If you want to customize your stuff, if you want a Hell Brute or 2, this is definitely the way to go. If you want the slightly better detail, if you want the Venom Crawler, if you want the Master of Possession, you get not this. Yes, you do not want to get this one currently, and let me emphasize that currently. A year from now, yes, this would be the way to go, but currently this guy is still available. And this is literally this set plus the new Vanguard Space Marine set plus 2 additional HQs. And this guy right here, you can fairly easily find it on, third-party retailers like Amazon for about $150. These guys are about $80. So if you were to get this and the Space Marine set, you're talking about $160. Less stuff. If this is the Chaos Marine set you want to get, go for Shadow Spear instead. Both very useful, very good sets. You will not be disappointed in either one of them. And it really, like I said, it really does go back to what your purpose is, what you want to do, what you want to accomplish, and more specifically, if there are individual units like Venom Crawlers or Hellbrutes, if one of those is the route you want to go, the kind of units you want to put into your army, that definitely leads you to it. But again, with Warhammer, that you are building these large armies, you probably are going to want more than 10 units anyway. I can definitely see both of these going into your collection, possibly even multiples of either one of these, so you can customize things. This one comes naturally with the ability to customize. This one, you would definitely need to get that 2 or 3 sets of these if you want to make a little more custom of an army, or even for that matter, if you were to have both, to be able to then swap parts back and forth and be able to use this one as your kit bashing for this one. Well, I hope this understanding and this comparison of the 2 new, or of the 2 Chaos Space Marine start collecting sets has helped you out any, and helps you to determine which one you should be going after, which one you might be more interested in. And until next time, guys, I'll see you later.